But yeah, I think that one thing, like when we're talking about if girls like guys based on their looks or not, I think that like in the sexual marketplace, and when I say that, I'm talking about the dating marketplace and everything. I think that it really comes down to a lot of women are judged by basically like how far they fall off the top of the mountain, which basically is saying that like, you know, and this kind of what we were talking about, like guys prefer girls that are like, you know, younger and have been with like less guys for whatever reason. I think it's just kind of genetically designed in us. Like we can rip on why that is, but you know, I think there's some valid reasons for it. And this is why girls who are like normally like, you know, in their young 20s or mid 20s are way more attractive than women who are like in their 40s. Whereas guys, women will date older guys all the time. I mean, it happens all the time. Guys are judged by how much they climb the mountain. Like when a guy is 19 years old, he is the least attractive to the majority of women. But if a guy is like at 33 years old, he has built like a business empire. He is like solidly built physically. He is like got a solid head on his shoulders. He had to build those things. Whereas a woman's normally born with the attributes that make her the greatest, aside from personality that has to be developed and all those things. And so I think guys are judged in how when girls are like thinking about who they want to marry by how far they climb up that mountain. And they get so caught up when they're in their young 20s and they're getting gassed up by everybody. They're just being chasing after like, I want the hottest guy in the entire world. But then when it comes time to get married, they're like, yeah, that guy was like a jock in high school or he played college football, but now, you know, he's just, you know, does like a something like, you know, not a, he hasn't built himself. Now he's got like a drug addiction and a porn addiction. Those aren't the people you want to marry. You want the guy who has a solid faith built and wants to create a family and provide and protect them.
Those are hard to find though.
It is. I think girls are really interested in those kind of qualities more so than what they're physically attracted to, and that's where they get so fucked up when they're super young. They are just chasing like the hottest guy they can find for clout or for whatever because they want to look good on an Instagram picture, but it's just not going to pay off in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of girls that are seeking long-term commitment aren't just chasing after looks.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's bigger things, and I think people are aware of that.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I also feel like guys that are typically physically more attractive, like when you look at their Instagram, you're like, yeah, this guy's. They can also be low-key gay at the same time. Like they don't know much about like themselves. You know what I mean? Like low-key too. Like low-key a little too obsessed with themselves, and then you find out that like
perfect loafers. I can't rest.
Like I honestly prefer a guy that like isn't. I don't know why. I kind of like a guy who's like a little bit ugly. Low key, just ugly. A little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was at a restaurant the other day, and I thought the server was like really hot, and he was gay. So.
Rip.
The gay guys be really
RIPs in the chat for her. Okay.
It's the water, man. They're turning the frogs gay.
They be having their eyebrows.
And it's now starting to make the humans gay. It's ridiculous.
Really? Having an ear piercing.
The water is turning the frogs gay, and now it's turning us gay.
Oh shit!
It's terrible.
Okay, there you have it.
We're all gay.